Welcome back, folks, to Ratchet and Clank. We are nearing the end of the epic adventure. Now we need to visit a new planet, to the Gadgetron home planet, to get more gear to take on Chairman Drek, the villain.
So does that mean that we're going to the Quarian homeworld to fight the Geth?
Oh, apparently.
Yes? I'm gonna say
that was a Mass Effect reference, Will.
Oh, okay.
Play Mass
cool.
Effect,
I'm sorry,
dude.
is that a platformer, Dan?
No, Will. Some people like to broaden their horizons.
Hey, I played the Persona rhythm games, okay?
Yeah, Will.
Actually, I've been meaning to play, what's it called? Horizon Zero Dawn, once. Actually, I think I'm all caught up with my current backlog. It'd be nice to get back to an open world game.
I'm pretty sure that game has jumping in it.
That's impossible if you have a Steam.
Yeah, that's, you know what? I went through my Steam recently and I put a bunch of games into a filter specifically that was like, you know what? I'm done with these. Like, here's 150 games that I just know I'm not going to play.
And that's that?
And that's it. And that's that. And you know what? Felt great.
So the beginning of this level is very linear. But this world is huge. Like it just, there are a ton of pathways. There's no real indicator of which way is the right way to go. So it's a little directionless in that sense.
There kind of is no right way. Like in these levels, there's sort of only 3 ways you can go in most of the levels anyway. So it's like, hey, just pick one.
I'd say there's like some indicators though of which way is like the right way and which way is gonna lead you to like maybe some bonus stuff.
I think sometimes they close it off just like because you don't have all the gadgets, but at this point in the game you have all the gadgets, so it's just like, hey man, go where you want.
Yeah, but
world's your oyster.
My other issue with this level is that everything looks so similar. Like there's no, like all the towers look the same, the interiors are the same. It's this cold corporate look. And I get that that's the aesthetic of the planet. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, it doesn't take us through portals, so we can't think with portals, unfortunately.
Is it a gravity gun?
No.
It's clearly just a disappointment gun.
Gotta crank fast.
Yeah, don't try this at home, kids.
The thruster pack is quite a handy device.
Yeah, so you activate that side, but you're not going to that end yet. But we now have the Sheepinator, which is arguably one of the greatest weapons in the series.
I've heard of this gun.
Man, the Sheepinator, or not the Sheepinator, I guess in Ratchet and Clank 1, I think it was the one that turns people into chickens?
Oh, maybe.
That was like the entirety of its marketing material. It was just like, oh man, how crazy you can turn people into chickens.
Well, I don't know what's Insomniac's deal with sheep, because in Spyro the Dragon, like throughout the entire series, it was always sheep that you'd be burning for fodder, for health. And in this game, like, it's more sheep. It's like, man, what do you guys got against?
I guess they just think it's funny. Where's the Insomniac games from? Do you know?
Oh, wherever. Same place as Naughty Dog, which I also don't know. Is that like?
I mean, Naughty Dog's American.
Yeah, Insomniac's American too.
All right.
Because they
I was gonna say like, hey, maybe if they're like Irish, there's a lot of sheep in Ireland.
I feel like Hearthstone like stole from that actually.
Hearthstone?
Yeah, because they have like this sort of gag thing that's an actual like tactic where, oh, you're up against, I think it's Hearthstone. You're up against like something that's really, really tough and really, really problematic. Here's a card that turns them all into sheep.
Jordan, are you getting into Hearthstone to like cure your CCG hole?
No. I played it Hearthstone a long time, like maybe like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. I still just never really got into it because like trying to deal with the RNG of trying to get like good cards was just kind of annoying.
Like, oh, you mean like actually like attaining the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I sort of played a bit of Hearthstone when it first came out, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't quite my thing. Actually, playing Hearthstone was like when I was like, I should play some Yu-Gi-Oh! And I tried to play a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and I was like, I don't understand Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. But I got really into, for a while, oh crap, what's it called? Chronicles, which is the RuneScape card game.
Oh wow.
Wait, there's a RuneScape card game?
Yeah, it's actually awesome. It's free to play. It's called Chronicles RuneScape Legends. It's on Steam.
I have never heard of this, and I used to play RuneScape all the time.
Like I was obsessed with that game for like a week, and I think Like, nothing changed. I was just obsessed with it for a while for some reason. I literally played that game for like 6 hours straight the first day I played it.
I have never heard of this before.
It's really cool. Like, it's got some really interesting systems. It's got, it's one of those games where it's like, there are very explicit deck archetypes in that game, and so there's like enough depth to work within those things, but not so much that it's like super overwhelming. It's got like a full sort of like adventure mode in it, like it's got like a campaign. It's like really, really good, and I'm kind of bummed it's not on mobile, because I think it would, like, if it was on iPad, I would just play that game all the time. And because it's on PC, I don't. But I was just obsessed with that game for a while, and I would actually really recommend it. It's really good.
I want to check this out.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Have you guys ever heard of the game Smash Up?
No.
Yeah, maybe. No, I'm thinking of that Ninja Turtles game.
Close enough.
So basically, Smash Up is a non-collectible card game, so it just comes with like a certain amount of cards, and there are a few expansions. But it's basically.
Oh, is that the Tokyo game?
No, it's not that. It's you're sheep are dancing.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a full room of sheep. You got to make them dance. Just live and let live, right?
Dance, sheep, dance.
Why are you killing these sheep, Will?
They were in my way.
But yeah, so basically, Smash Up is this non-collectible card game. It's like, you'll buy it at like a board game store.
Yeah.
And basically, it has a bunch of cards, a whole bunch of archetypes, and at the very beginning of the game, every player picks 2 of them and mashes them up together, and then you just make a deck out of those 2 archetypes.
Interesting. That sounds cool.
It's really interesting because like you get like really interesting combinations. Like you can have like wizards and ninjas, or like aliens and zombies, or any sort of combination of all of them. It's really, really neat how like you can just sort of make like accidental strategies with the other cards. I like it. It's probably like my favorite non-collectible card game.
That's neat. I think we have that at my office, but I've never played it.
I
tried to play some Netrunner a couple weeks ago, and that was extremely complicated. But it seems very cool.
I could go for some Smash Up at any time.
Sorry?
So I could go for some Smash Up at any time.
Yeah, interesting. I would definitely play. I just don't have the opportunity at work that much, but I think we have it there. But I like that stuff. I like when there's a card game that is like everything comes in the box, or maybe there are expansions which are just like, hey, here's all the cards for this expansion in a box. Like I think that's a really nice way to make one of those games.
Yeah, and it works really well.
Yeah, awesome.
Dan, did you ever use the sniper in this game?
Ooh, I don't remember.
Because it's a little too clunky, I find.
I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
Well, is it too clunky, or is it too clanky?
I knew you were gonna say that as you were saying it. Actually, we heard some of Ratchet. Well, we heard the Freedom Fighters speaking under some of the sequences here. They, Dan,
were they talking about CCGs?
They were not.
Not interested. Don't care.
Retconned. All their characters are much more fleshed out in the movie too. I know you were talking about that in the previous episode.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, so they do a much better job with them in the movie.
Cool. Well, I don't think it's a good idea to ram yourself against a door or a wall. Just saying.
Yeah, well, what are you doing right now?
Oh,
what's going on here?
I'm looking for the way to go.
Why don't you just check the map?
Wasn't there like an
I
opening
don't
on your
really
left?
use the map in this game.
So how'd you get
Why
to
don't you use
here?
the map? There's a map. You should use it. What are you doing?
I don't use the map in Ratchet and Clank games, especially not in this Ratchet and Clank game.
What do you think we gave it to you for?
Well, because
listen, you'd probably be a lot better at knowing where to go, for example, if you just looked at the goddamn map
You know
the
what?
game gives you that has your objectives on it.
Where is the map access through the start button? I don't press start in this game.
That's ridiculous. There's a map for a reason. These are big levels that have paths that are very easy to find.
Yeah.
If you just look at a map.
But if you look at the map, I did not look at the map. That's my defense.
Yo, Will, you should do that.
I should, but like,
hey, Will,
the game is linear enough so I don't have to use the map, except for this circumstance. All I needed to do was turn left.
Look at that map, Will.
Will, stop being bad.
Oh, boy.
I'm leaving.
Oh,
How did we get here anyway?
How did I get here?
Is it because you did not turn left at that one place you jumped off?
I just needed to turn left.
I
thought you were pondering your existence
it
like I
looks like
was.
there's an opening there, and you just jumped off the ledge, and I'm just like, okay.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't open the map because you know what? I don't use the map in this game because I'm pretty sure I didn't realize there is a map to use in this game.
That is crazy to me, because they tell you about it, and it's crazy to me that you would be like, I don't know where to go in this level, when there's a map that just points you in the correct direction.
I honestly don't remember a single point when I had to open the map for any reason.
Like, you usually don't have to, but sometimes, if you want to see the paths, you're just like, it's just like an easy way to...
Dan, I think we need to enroll Will into video game school with Dora the Explorer.
Why Dora
She
the
will teach
Explorer?
him all about maps.
I'm not going to sugarcoat that
I see.
geography is my weak point.
Listen, I'm very bad at geography. I never really learned geography.
Decent at geography, so...
I barely did geography. I was in a stupid private school that was really bad, and we always had social studies, which was like history and geography, and we only ever did history. Like, my teacher just sort of was just like, nah, we're not gonna do, like, I had to buy an atlas at the beginning of the semester or whatever, and my teacher was just kind of like, nah, we're just gonna do history.
We actually had a geography course where I
had one in high school.
Yeah.
That didn't help that much.
I had geography in middle school.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I technically did. I should have. It was supposed to be half and half, but then one half overtook the other somehow.
Do the robot!
Yeah, it takes a while to transform the larger enemies, but when they're dancing, they're at your mercy.
Guys, I really want to know the science of how you turned a robot into a flesh and blood sheep.
Don't worry about it.
I want to know the science.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sure the Nerdist will... Actually, I wonder if they're ever going to do that. That'd be hilarious if they tried.
I want to see them do anything in Ratchet and Clank.
Do what? Sorry, who? What?
Well, like, try to justify any science in Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I'd prefer not.
Wouldn't you want to know the science behind turning flesh and blood into sheep? Or robots into sheep?
No, dude, I just want to enjoy the video game.
No, that's ridiculous.
Listen, if the game wanted to give me a bunch of lore, I would happily read it. I played Mass Effect. I read every single codex entry. I play BioWare games. I love that shit. But the game doesn't do that, so like, don't worry about it.
Isn't Raritanium awesome?
There's probably a fan fiction out there that's tried.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, I'm pretty sure there
I
isn't.
almost watched a 90-minute long Destiny lore video yesterday.
Wow, almost.
Yeah. I was at work, and I started watching the first couple minutes, and then I was like, this is too intense for me to work to right now.